Crossover. Hi, I'm Jake.
I'm Steven.
I'm Spencer.
We're going back to the past in Arrow.
100 episodes.
100 episodes. 100 episodes. Laurel's dead. So we had a lot happen this episode. It was very much of a 100th episode, very much flashback, very much reminiscent of what we've missed in Arrow.
We still had the crossover in it, but I think it was a nice divvy up of nostalgic Arrow. This is where we were, this is where we are, look at how much we've changed, but also, hey, these aliens still exist, these characters are still teaming up, but we just don't want to pay them as much money for this episode.
This show will never be nominated for an Emmy ever, but if one actor is trying his little hardest to be noticed, and he is, it's Stephen Amell, because the dude is knocking it out of the park.
His monologues, his family encounters, his tears, like, you just feel the emotion. Pretty much, it's almost as if, like, this show was ending and he was leaving and he was saying his goodbyes. Like, that's how powerful his delivery was, which was good for him. He has a seat at this table.
He does. He does have a seat at this table. You know who has an even better seat at this table, though, is Ragman.
Ragman, why didn't he get to shine in this episode?
He did.
He could have done everything that Supergirl did.
Spencer,
he told them it was Hebrew.
It's a 4-part crossover. The fact that Ragman appeared in the episode is a win on our part.
About it.
Now, we've had a lot happen so far. Supergirl, we just had her go to the world, and then in Flash's episode, it was really more of the alien plot and actually the crossover leading into Arrow, where the non-metas were taken up and used for their intelligence.
Except for Heatwave.
But I wonder what the point of taking the non-meta, because they said they wouldn't fight back.
Yeah, their minds were probably easier to control, maybe.
Also, question, do the Dominators just have an Atom suit now? Just putting that out there.
What is he gonna do?
He just got his new suit.
Try his best.
Is he not gonna do anything in the Legends episode now?
I just pointing that out there. I'm telling you, as much as I'm not excited for it, the Legends episode is going to be, there's a fight on Earth, and they're going to lose, but the whole point of the episode is they have to go back to the 1950s, because it's the Legends, that's what they do, they go back in time.
Isn't the whole idea that the humans won in the 1950s?
No, they lost. Did you not hear?
They covered it up.
In the Flash episode, they said, do you remember the last time we attacked these guys? It didn't go well.
Yeah, but they went away, right?
Yeah, but they were just scouting. They went away.
Okay.
They were planning for 2016's invasion.
They picked a bad year. A lot of superheroes.
Yeah, there's a
1 year sooner.
Props to the writers for, kind of acknowledging their flaws, cracking jokes and things like that in this episode. This is obviously where we went wrong. All these people, I really did see this world where he was going to marry Laurel, all of this, as the actual story that was supposed to happen, because that's how the comic books happen. And then they were like, it's not us. And then they come back to joke about it, and then they just move forward. So props to the writers, and for not putting any dramatic Cisco in it this episode.
We got dramatic Wild Dog.
He got over it real fast.
I'd also just like to point out because I thought something like this might happen in this crossover, but it really didn't. I was waiting. It's kind of a trope, but it's a trope that I really enjoy, is when there's a force that's threatening the entire Earth, even the villains help. Because the villains, they live on Earth. If it gets destroyed, there's nothing for them to do.
Jake, they're in the clubhouse, okay? They're watching all of this, and they're drinking mimosas.
What's Malcolm doing? Because he appeared in this episode just as an off, but he's still... Is he helping Tommy? You think he's helping Tommy Prometheus?
No, he's working with Damien Dark.
Is he?
He's part of that group. Yeah, and he worked on.
Are you sure? I thought that's just Captain Cold with him.
Yeah, and Captain Cold.
Are you sure?
I thought so.
I remember them saying the Legion of Doom, and it only had those 3 names. I didn't see... I think it would be a lot better for Malcolm Merlyn to be with, training Prometheus, and that's why... Think about it, we haven't seen him.
We haven't seen Tommy in a while either.
Yeah,
we saw him tonight. I stood up. I stood up for him. We saw Tommy tonight.
We saw Roy tonight. We saw a lot of faces tonight. We saw Moira.
Yeah, that was a sad scene. Dude, good job for the actor who played the dad, who only ever did, a couple 3 scenes and jumped right back into that role. Mm-hmm. He did more in this episode than he's ever done in this whole show.
It's true.
It's true. So they're in this whole dream sequence, and the way that they get out of this dream sequence is that there's a giant building in the center of the city that says smoke technology.
Yeah, why didn't the aliens use cheat codes for their villains? Where's the command consoles and stuff?
The idea of throwing something at them is to kill them, because it's not like they threw something at them. Because if I were a writer for this show, which I'm available if you need me, I would throw things at them that would just be emotional. Don't throw a murderous villain at them.
And Diggle was literally dying.
Think about this. Instead of literally Deathstroke trying, I was like, so they're throwing something thrown. It's like, instead of having a villain fight them, what if it was Roy, in full costume as Arsenal?
Well, that was their last hurrah when Laurel came out and tried to keep them there, both Sarah and Oliver, because that wasn't a villain, that was emotion, and they used the emotion to try to get him back. But,
Yeah, but what I'm saying
she's dead.
I was just daydreaming about Deathstroke coming back, killing Felicity, and we have a whole new season of Arrow versus Deathstroke. But I was just daydreaming.
You know what's not good is Damien Dark. Why are they pushing him so hard? I just want to know.
I want to redeem him a little, make people like him maybe a smidgen more.
Probably just because the actor's cheap. Perks of the episode.
Stephen Amell's acting.
Stephen Amell.
Dude, just going for it.
I don't really need anything else.
Somebody's about to break into the next level of acting and become a movie star, like Chris Evans.
No, he can't.
Style. What?
He'll leave us, and then it'll be crap again, like when he was filming Ninja Turtles.
I will say it was weird nostalgia versus at the same time what could have been universe. So I kind of like that, but I was waiting for more alien stuff.
Well, I knew going in this that it was going to be purely 100th episode, dedication with a little of the plot on the side.
So, what's the information they were trying to get then?
That's why I don't know.
What are they trying to probe for? It's something with the non-metas. What would the non-metas?
It's got to be something to do with Ray. I feel like he's going to play a part in that somehow. Really? He's the smartest one there. He uses dwarf star technology. I don't know. There's something there.
What do you guys think the fallout of this is going to be, though? What happens after the Dominators?
Okay, well, they did say that the mid-season finale of Arrow is going to finally get affected by Flashpoint. Tommy as Prometheus. Maybe. Possibly.
I think we'd see in the universe Argus or something like it become more of a S.H.I.E.L.D. group. We're probably going to see a bigger group in that.
Yeah, but the difference between, if we're looking at pure comics-wise, Argus, S.H.I.E.L.D. they're more good, whereas Argus is dirty. They've always...
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We're going to have a bigger group.
But, still, I think it was a good episode. I give it a 9 out of 10 out of Arrow episode.
It was an Arrow episode. It wasn't a crossover episode in my mind. But it was still fun to watch.
Well, it was like we got Cisco.
It was very much a
nerd army. The nerd army.
Oh my god, great jokes. Jokes. Yeah. Steel and who else? Oh, in the preview, Heatwave for the next episode.
I don't know. The joke of the night for me may have been you're the one that, because I thought she said something, but she said something else.
Oh my god! Can I say it? All right. So Thea and Malcolm Merlin are talking, and she goes, "Oh, it's too bad Tommy can't be here." And Malcolm Merlin goes, "Oh yeah, well he's making something out of his life. It's a busy life for a doctor. Chicago's treating him very well, so being a doctor in Chicago is and pretty much just saying, yeah, the actor's on Chicago Med."
That's why he's not here right now. That's also why you can never see Prometheus' face, because we probably only got the actor for one episode, and that's someone else in the suit the entire time. And we had the great joke with Sarah walking out of Oliver and Laurel. Well, Sarah and Laurel come in, and Oliver walks in, and she goes, "You're lucky I'm not a trained assassin."
So how do you think it's going to end?
They win.
He thinks that we're all going to lose, and then they have to go back in time. And
to 1950. It's a Legends episode.
Okay, but what do you think?
I'm just hoping for a crazy Avengers style fight.
That's going to happen, though. What my thing is that fight is going to happen in the future. This is going to be my prediction for tomorrow is going to be Days of Future Past style. We're seeing something happen in the future. At the same time, there's a smaller team of the Legends back in time fighting. So in current time, you're going to have Flash, Supergirl, Arrow, all those guys fighting the Dominators.
I don't want them separated. I want them in a big fight.
No, because they're already in the time machine. So honestly, I think that some other characters from other shows are going to go back in time as well. They're not going to separate all together.
Remember that funny tweet we saw of Katie Lotz, the actor that plays Sarah Lance, that photoshopped herself in the thing? She's not there. She's back in time.
But every other character was there.
There was a couple missing.
Like Ragman, sure, but where's Ragman?
What if he's back in time?
Black in time? Is that what you just said?
I said back in time.
What if he's back in time? I need Ragman in the crossover. He is just as invincible as Supergirl. Why is he not there?
I disagree.
Stop. He doesn't even have kryptonite, okay?
He's really not as
why they
invincible
argue
as
this.
a Kryptonian on Earth. A speedster could take him out.
He survived a nuke.
A speedster could take him out.
Oh, we're gonna have a poll. Who to win a fight? Supergirl or Ragman?
I'm not.
If you don't vote for Ragman, you're wrong.
She could just take him to space. That's not a fair fight.
So who's going to be your fight?
That's what I'm saying. He's not invincible.
That's not killing.
You just beat your argument.
All you're saying is you take him to space, he just dies of suffocation.
I also said a speedster could take him out. Easy.
How is a speedster going to take him out?
You run fast and hit him. Because he can't stop speed. You can't see him.
I don't know. He stopped bullets.
He would have to phase through his rags, to be fair. They survived a nuke, and then they survived radiation.
Yeah, but Barry Allen could take out a cockroach, but cockroaches can survive nukes.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit. But
I'm going off of Fairly Odd Parents.
Urban myth. Things die in
World domination!
Anyway, next week we have Legends of Tomorrow, which, as we know, I'm going to predict they go back in time because it's Legends, so it's going to happen.
I'm going to predict
literally saw Steel back in time.
Exactly.
I want to say someone dies.
No one's died. That's my prediction.
Lance.
Who do you think would die if somebody died?
It's going to be a legend if anything's going to happen. It's,
Vixen.
Oh, God.
That would mess with the timeline, wouldn't it?
I would say Heatwave.
No.
You lost
Please
one.
don't kill Heatwave.
I don't want to, but I'm just saying.
I don't want to lose the funny parts of the show.
There was an announcement that Ronnie Raymond might be coming back.
Wait.
I don't know if it's for like permanently or for an episode.
Okay, so it's gonna
like
be it's gonna be
Firestorm?
It's gonna be like
Just just Ronnie Raymond.
a Killer Frost flashback or something.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And he'll have something to do with Killer Frost. Potentially, he could be the one that brings her to good. There is not much left to say about the crossover, but
I'm sure we'll have a lot to say tomorrow.
a lot will happen tomorrow.
And hopefully this will come out.
I liked the episode. Did you like the episode?
I enjoyed the episode thoroughly.
Spencer?
I like last night's more.
Yeah,
obviously.
okay.
I think last night was my favorite episode ever, but tonight was definitely a good Arrow episode.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Best of the season.
For Arrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, easily.
Except for when Ragman was introduced. I mean, other than that, of course.
If you enjoyed it, leave a comment. If you liked the video, like it. If you didn't like it, don't do anything. Just leave.
And make sure to check the other channel out, The Burminator, to watch some funny things.
Who plays Ragman?
Get him here.
Can we get him on the show? Get him on the show, please.
Here.
I mean, I don't know what else he's done. I don't know if he's big or not, but I think, Ragman. I could have a beer with Ragman.